Hello. In this video, we will set up an E300 for E3 Plus emulation mode. This job requires knowledge of E3 Plus add-ons, old logic, and RS networks for DeviceNet. Before you proceed, be sure to follow some safety precautions and wear the proper protective equipment, PPE, and lockout tagout. The tools and materials needed for the job are as follows. You're going to need an RS Networks for DeviceNet v27, an E300 EDS file, and an E3 Plus emulation EDS file. You can download the software from the SOP by simply hitting Control-click on the keyboard, and it will then download the compressed zip files. If you do not have the SOP, reach out to your supervisor to obtain one. Once all files are downloaded, you will need to open the EDS hardware tool installation and select Add. Select Register a directory of EDS files and click on the EDS folder you just downloaded. You may need to extract the folder if it is compressed. Select Next and continue with the installation. Repeat the process for the E3 Plus emulation EDS files. Once completed, you will need to close RS Networks for DeviceNet if it is open. To start setting up the E300 to emulate an E3 Plus DeviceNet, launch the RS Networks software. To verify the EN to DN, we will need to open the RS Links Classic software and select the workstation icon on the top left corner. Choose the network Ethernet you are going to work with. In this scenario, we are going to choose B13th training. Select the IP address EN to DN. Once DeviceNet is recognized, close RS Links Classic Professional window and go back to RS Networks for DeviceNet and repeat the previous steps. Choose the appropriate DeviceNet personal computer interface, then click OK. If the RS Networks software gives notification to upload or download devices before the configuration, click OK to upload and download these devices. RS Networks will browse the network and display all nodes detected on the network. The RS Networks now identified all nodes on the network. To begin configuring an E300 overload relay to operate in E3 Plus emulation mode using RS Networks for DeviceNet, you need to perform the following steps. In this example, we are going to configure E300 overload relay node 51. Right-click on the E300 device 51 and select Properties, and a window parameter will appear. Click on the Parameters menu on the top left corner. An EDS editor box will appear. Click Upload the configuration from the device. It will then take a second to upload all the parameters. What we see here are all the parameters for the E300. Scroll down through all the parameters and select Parameter 300 to enable emulation mode. Select the E300 or E3 Plus device that is appropriate for the target application. Click on Disable Parameter 300. In this example, we will select E3 Plus 1 to 5 amp and click OK. Please note, the E300 or E3 Plus device selection must be compatible with the target hardware that is installed, or a configuration error will be encountered. It will ask you to download the configuration to the device. Click Yes to download Parameter 300. Once the download is completed, click on the workstation icon on the top left corner once more, and you'll notice the red DL on each node disappears. Right-click on the E300 component and select Delete, and you'll see that node 51 is no longer attached. Click the workstation icon again and RS Networks will prompt you, Save changes to DeviceNet file. Click No, and RS Networks for DeviceNet window will pop up. Click OK to download and upload online devices. Note, if you do not see node 51 appear, most likely the E300 faulted out, and you will need to power cycle the E300. After power cycling, all lights will turn green on the E300. You can now rescan and the E300 will appear. If you see that the emulated E300 or E3 Plus show a green DL, you'll need to right-click on the E300 and select Logic Enable Off to disable device logic. When the RS Networks tells you to stop the logic for the devices, click Yes to continue. Click Upload to upload the E3 Plus when the window box appears. Once uploads are completed, you will see a green DL on E3 Plus Click on the device to verify the identity of address 51. To set the parameters for the E3 Plus, click the E3 Plus device and select Parameters on the top menu. Scroll down and select the following parameters to complete the process. Click on Parameter 24, Trip Enable, and select Overload, Phase Loss, Ground Fault, and COM Fault, and click OK. Next, click on Parameter 25, Warning Enable, and select Overload, Ground Fault, Jam, Underload, Current Imball, and click OK when finished. Select Parameter 28, FLA Setting, set to Motor FLA. In this case, it is 1 amp for the motor. Scroll down and select Parameter 55, Autobaud Enable, and make sure it is set to Enable. Click Parameter 56, Non-Vol Baud Rate, and select 125K baud. Click Input Assembly and add 100. Click on Output Assembly and add 105. Go right ahead and click Parameter 61, ASCII Word 0 Param, and add 21. Next, Parameter 62, ASCII Word 1 Param, and set it to 14. Next, set Parameter 63, ASCII Word 2 to 4. And Parameter 64, ASCII Word 3 to 9. In this example, we will select Ignore Fault on Parameter 71, Out B PR Fault State, MCC Only, and click OK. Click Yes if asked to download the configuration to the device. Click on the E300 or E3 Plus device once more to verify all the parameters. In summary, the purpose of this video is to help you make the E300 to E3 Plus emulation process as smooth as possible. Make sure to set all parameters according to the device specifications and verify all connectivity. If you have any questions or concerns, please refer back to the video or the standard SOP.